What's going on out there, everybody, and welcome back to On the Field. And I know it's been a little bit since I've been on camera. Been very hectic, very busy, balancing a whole bunch of stuff. We've been doing some stuff with ESG, but that's not for this channel. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on what's going on right now with our high school universe, our college football universe, and SGNFL. So this might be a little bit all over the place, but I just want to get into some of the details. Very much pleased that Maximum Football is finally out on the PS5, so that means we can get a lot of more people in the mix. And what I would like to see is a lot more activity in the Discord so we can kind of get the league popping. Our boy Claudio has been sending out messages to find out the people that are in the Discord that are still going to be participating in our high school football universe. So check your DMs, and if you got a message from them, just respond back. Let them know if you're going to be in or out of the league. So the next thing that brings me to is I want to start putting teams in divisions. So the faster that more people can get their teams submitted, we can start putting them in regions, in divisions, and once we get that process out of the way, we can actually get into creating your own schedules. We're going to be handling this entire league outside of the game. It's going to be pretty much play a friend. So I think we already have a spot in the Discord where you can drop your PSN name, so we could, start making these matchups. Looks like cross-play is going to be a little bit more down the road, so that's another hurdle that we have to get over. Me, Quaz, and Claudia, we'll talk about what we're going to do there. But primarily right now, it seems like the high school league is going to be kind of started up on the PS5, and hopefully by the time we get it into full steam, the game will be cross-platform, so we can play our head-to-head games, coach mode, whatever. Also, I'm going to start streaming a little bit of a Dynasty on my Twitch channel. There will be a link to that in the comments. I can't put it in the descriptions yet on this channel, to where you'll be able to check out a lot of your teams in this league that we're running. It's me and a couple other members of SGN Hub. It's Big Chungus, Quasi 91, Dark Ronin, and Alpha Ace. We all have our high schools, and we're just kind of playing it out. You'll be able to get on there, hear some ridiculous banter. That brings me to the next thing, which is our college league. There's a link. Well, no, there's not. I'll drop a link to that here in this video so you can join that, because it's part of this bigger universe that we're trying to create using Maximum Football. So there you're going to be able to create your own college team and design them however you want to. That league will be run within Maximum Football, so we're going to have to wait until their online dynasty comes about to get that going. And last but not least, we do have SGNFL, which is a part of this whole overarching universe, and that's where we're going to accept 32 submissions to have your team placed in that league. There will only be 32 teams that we will actually accept that will participate in SGNFL. I'll throw a picture up on the screen right now of what my team looks like. So if you want to design your team, we'll put a spot in the Discord in SGNFL for you to submit your team. There's no guarantee that we will use that team. It's going to go through a board, and we want to make sure there's no crazy stuff, no explicit pictures, and I guess I can kind of trust you guys for doing that. So probably later next week, after we get past the holidays, I'll have me, Claudia, and Quasi on here, and we'll talk more about the universe. But the one thing that I want to talk about a little bit in detail is about the latest hot fix for Maximum Football and how it's kind of affected the game. I've noticed that a lot of the more janky things don't happen. The block punts aren't happening. as nearly as much as they used to. There's still the issue with the ball spinning on the field. I don't know if anybody's experienced that, to where like your quarterback will throw a ball and the ball is just rifling and spinning on the field, and then you have to wait a little bit and it registers as an incomplete pass. Sometimes it's a fumble, sometimes the play is just over. I would like to see them get that issue fixed as soon as possible. I'm glad that in this hot fix that they also addressed the issue with vintage uniforms not loading properly when you wanted to play a exhibition game with two vintage teams. A lot of people were having issues where they could get one team had their vintage uniforms on, the other team would just come out in their regular uniforms, with the color palettes that they had selected for the vintage team uniforms. They have addressed that. Honestly, I have not really got to dive into the game like I wanted to, and that's getting ready to change in the next week. I promise you guys who are members, I know I said I was moving on, but I promise you guys that are in the high school universe, there's a lot of teams that I've created that I haven't posted in the Discord. Hopefully that didn't cause your disinterest in the league. I am on it. I guarantee you I'm on it. For Action Jackson and Phoenix, I see that you've been posting a lot of your pro teams in the high school Discord. Love the creativity, but if you're going to be a member of the SGNFL, or I know Phoenix, you're having your Blitz the League, if you could post that over in the SGNFL Discord, that would be awesome. Like, I love all you guys' creativity, but I want to keep the high school Discord focused to high school. But this is kind of like just me getting back on camera. I haven't been on camera in a minute. Haven't addressed you league members, universe members in a minute, just to let you know that we're working behind the scenes, but things have been kind of busy around here. So I guess I can wrap it up on that. It's kind of hot in this room. I don't know if you guys can notice. Our central air is down. That's another reason why I haven't been recording in here, because it gets extremely, extremely hot in here. But that will definitely be changing as we're supposed to get that fixed here within the next week, and it'll be nice and cool and I don't have to sweat my ass off. Another loose end here on the channel, I have not carried on my Wintersville Warrior Dynasty. I'm going to kind of reboot that, and sorry for anybody who was following it. It was kind of, left on a cliffhanger, but we'll get back to that. But I guess I'll just wrap it up right there. And until next time, it has been Smokin' Jay, and I will see you on the field.